It's time for the Splash Live from Civic Center TV, featuring stories from and about people like you in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Simulcast on cable, 89.3 Lakes FM, social media, and the web. Now live from Green Media Center on Walnut Lake Road, it's the Splash Live.
Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm your host, Tyler Keefe, welcoming you to Connect Senior Center in West Bloomfield, where today we'll be welcoming some new leaders to our business community alongside the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. It's their annual Installation of Board Officers ceremony. We'll have that for you later on. But before we get to that, plenty of people to talk to here at Connect Senior Center as we celebrate the business community, a new year underway here in Greater West Bloomfield, and a lot going on in that business community, which connects to really every aspect of Greater West Bloomfield, including public safety. First joining me today is our new police chief, Dale Young. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And how are you now, a couple weeks now into your reign as the chief of police? What's it been like for you in these opening weeks?
It's been really a whirlwind, but it's been a great experience. I have a great team behind me. Retired Chief Patton really did a nice job creating a foundation that I get to work off of.
One of the perks of the job, but also one of the most important elements of it, is interfacing with the community. Community policing is really the buzz term that the police department in West Bloomfield uses for their blanket philosophy. So how does something like this, being in front of our business community and many of our entrepreneurs, how does that ultimately help keep our community safer?
It goes through our partnerships. So as you know, community policing encompasses the entire community, not just residents, but also our visitors and also our businesses. And we look forward to working with the businesses as time goes on.
And it can be a challenge. It can also be a really interesting way to have different eyes and ears out in the community too. Because we have such variety in our community from a socioeconomic standpoint, from a business standpoint, how does that also help you play in to kind of know all the players in the field across Greater West Bloomfield?
Well, just to add to what you said, I think you encapsulated it very well, is just as a force multiplier. So as these people, have customers and we have other people visiting the township, they're just a great resource, and we look forward to those collaborations in the future.
West Bloomfield Police Chief Dale Young is with us on this very special edition of the Splash Live from Connect Senior Center on 14 Mile and Farmington in West Bloomfield. We'll be here all morning with you on the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's board installation breakfast. And Chief, we want people to come out to our businesses. We're going to meet a lot of them today at this very event, but it's a little tougher to do that during the winter season, especially with the way the roads have been with the cold, the snow, and the ice of late. So how does the police department play into that, helping residents keep themselves safe and be able to get people to continue to come in to West Bloomfield?
Well, the first thing that we want to do is just to remind people to be safe. And one way to do that is to give yourself extra time wherever it is you want to go to. And then also to give yourself space between the person in front of you, so that way you're less likely to collide if there's any ice or any other unexpected road hazard.
So in the case that someone sees a hazard, whether it's on the roads or it's in another area of our community, what should they do to get that communicated to the police department in an effective way so that you can take action with your community partners and take that safety hazard potentially out of play?
Well, what I'd recommend is that they would call our non-emergency line, which is 248-975-9200, to report that hazard, and we'll take it from there.
All right, well, Chief, we appreciate your time. We'll let you get back to interfacing with the community and continuing that community policing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Chief Dale Young with us live from Connect Senior Center. We'll be here throughout the entire episode of the Splash Live today as we welcome new leaders to the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce for 2025. And well, one of the returning leaders each and every year is their executive director, Suzanne Levine, who now joins me from Connect Senior Center. What a beautiful facility to have the installation again this year. And what brought you back to Connect for another board installation?
We're so fortunate that we have a really great partnership with West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, and they generously offer this space, and it's perfect. So we're very grateful to them.
It's a great environment, too, to have this because so many people come to West Bloomfield for their parks and their recreation activities, and it's a great way to bring kind of that and our vibrant business community together. So how does that sort of partnership with West Bloomfield Parks ultimately help all of our entrepreneurs and our small businesses in West Bloomfield?
It's such a great partnership because in addition to all the things that they offer, we have a partnership with our senior resource group where we bring different classes to seniors. These are vibrant seniors to offer them all the services and things that they might require. But it's awesome because this is a great way for the community to really connect, as the name of the facility denotes.
We know that we're in an elder community, a bedroom community. It's getting older as we go throughout the years, and so having those senior programs, I'd imagine, becomes even more important with that being the case.
It is. We have these talk times where we have experts that come and give like a 30 to 40 minute talk on a variety of subjects from health to wealth to fraud, and these are free classes for the seniors, so they should avail themselves of this really great advice that that they can get.
So today we're installing a new board of officers for 2025 with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. That's coming up later on. We got plenty more conversations before we get to that and even afterward. It's all ceremonial. There's nothing really official with it governmentally, even though we have Judge DeAugustini who will be officiating it. But it is a really important moment to sort of present these leaders in our business community to Greater West Bloomfield. How important is it from the Chamber's point of view to make sure the community knows who these people are?
I think it's really important that the community understands that the board is here to serve the community and a variety from Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital representatives to small businesses. This is an opportunity for them to connect, perhaps do some business, or seek some advice about how they've achieved their leadership roles.
It's a great place for you to take on your favorite role in our community as a business matchmaker today. This is where I think all that's probably going to be happening to kick off 2025. Am I correct?
Yes, I love connecting people, and it's such a great opportunity for them to meet people that they might not get to meet. And as I say, do business, and that's what we're here for. We're here to keep our business community thriving.
Our businesses are always very busy. Today, the busiest woman in business in Greater West Bloomfield is Suzanne Levine. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for hosting this and for letting us have an opportunity to show the community what we're all about.
Always appreciate your time as well, introducing us to our new business leaders. Suzanne Levine, the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Their board installation ceremony coming up right here on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. As we introduce new leaders in the business community, let's go on and bring in our newest township leader, our supervisor, Jonathan Warshay. Much like our chief, just starting off a couple weeks into your tenure as our supervisor, what's it been like to change your role from trustee to now the chief leader of our community?
So the biggest thing is working more closely with the department heads, whom I already knew, but also the staff, who I was not as familiar with. So that's actually been a very good thing. We have a lot of great people working at Town Hall, and that's how the business of the township gets done.
And people don't see that day to day. So now from your perspective, even as a leader, but even before that, as a resident of the township and a trustee, what have you learned from those department heads, from those day-to-day staff in your first couple of weeks at the helm?
Well, they're very busy. I'll tell you that. They deal a lot with resident and developer business interests. So they're very deeply involved in that, and that's their day-to-day.
In terms of your leadership now expanding, how has that taken you more out and about in the community, perhaps meeting business leaders and others in a different capacity than before?
Well, now I do represent the township more directly, and that's really been a bonus, getting to meet people like that.
We've got new leadership that's been coming into our community over the past several weeks, and others that have gone out as well. Chief Patton retiring after nearly 15 years as our police chief. Now Dale Young beginning his tenure as our chief of police. But familiar leadership too. You elevating up to supervisor, now former Chief Patton being on the township board. What do you think he adds to the leadership now that he's on at the board level?
Well, he's got his 40 years of experience working in the police department, and he's been out and about in the community the whole time. So he has a lot of experience just talking to people and knowing all our organizations, businesses, residents. It's really a bonus for the board.
Before we let you go, Supervisor, just talk about the business community in Greater West Bloomfield. How does that bring that great variety in and really make this township continue to be an attractive place for people to come, to live, to work, and to enjoy their time now and in the future?
Well, we've been getting a different mix of businesses more recently, and I think that makes it a very attractive place for people to come. I know Marvin's is getting closer to coming in. That'll get especially the younger people excited, and we really would like to have younger people excited about West Bloomfield.
Marvin's moving into the Orchard Mall. We've got the new Apex Apartments on Orchard Lake Road, the new Tesla dealership open. It's a very exciting time in Greater West Bloomfield. Jonathan, thank you so much.
Thanks, Tyler. Glad.
West Bloomfield Township Supervisor Jonathan Warshay with us, a special edition of the Splash Live as we get ready for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce installation of board officers. Plenty more coming up. We'll take a break. Live, local, social. It's the Splash Live from Connect Senior Center on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. What people are watching in West Bloomfield. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy, and if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen.
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem. Don't let your gambling cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling. Good nutrition can help make sure you have enough iron, calcium, and vitamin C in your body, which can make it harder for lead to enter your bloodstream. Help protect your family from the harmful effects of lead.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Live, local, social, it's the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Welcome back to Connect Senior Center, West Bloomfield Parks Connect on 14 Mile Road and Farmington in West Bloomfield for this special edition of the program. I'm Tyler Kieft, joined now by my co-host Kevin McIntosh, who will also be with us today, talking to many people from throughout the community. And Kevin, it's a really good day because we get to see so many different businesses that come in here, some new, some old, and a lot of our leaders from throughout the community all getting to come together in sort of a rare occasion in one place.
Another opportunity for business leaders, entrepreneurs, aspiring business leaders to all come together, network, get to know each other, and get to know some of the resources that are available right here in our community. It's great to be here.
We do it each and every day on the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM, getting to talk to all these different people in all different areas of the community, and now we get a chance for everybody to sort of see that coalesce at Connect today. And when you are able able to go out and talk to a variety of different people, you really start to see the heart of our community.
You also just get to see the thread that makes everything come together. Also, we love to talk about and see different organizations, businesses come together and just make things happen right here in West Bloomfield. And it's events like this that actually show when people come together that make the changes and differences here.
Yeah, West Bloomfield's a big township. Greater West Bloomfield is a large community, but you get to see those special connections be made in moments like this, and it's going to be really interesting to hear from some of these leaders as we continue our program, and certainly as we welcome new leaders into the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce Board today, Kevin. And that's really what this is all about, is welcoming in that new leadership and having them have an opportunity to get to know the community as the community gets to know them.
Yes, and like I said, as I'm still kind of getting into the community and knowing things myself, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces, smiling faces. Like we said, even some of our police leaders right here, as usual, just getting to know each other, knowing them outside of their position also. This is the great opportunity to do that.
You have a great opportunity to do that even more after this break. We got plenty more coming up live from West Bloomfield Parks Connect. It's the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. What people are watching in Orchard Lake, Civic Center TV, and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Hi, I'm Chris Fry, Park Superintendent, West Bloomfield Parks. Congratulations, Civic Center TV, on 1 million views on YouTube. Thank you for all you do in the community, and thank you for having me on The Splash throughout the season to talk about activities out in the parks. Chris Fry, proud to be 1 in a million.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Live, local, social, it's the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Keefe, live from West Bloomfield Parks Connect as we get ready for a special edition of the program. Coming up, the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce will install their board officers for 2025, and officiating that ceremony will be 48th District Court Judge Diane DiAgostini. Thank you so much for being with us again.
Good morning, Tyler. Thank you for having me. Hello to your audience.
Yeah, glad to have you with us because it's we talked a little bit about this with Chief Young earlier on. It's really important for our government and our business community to be able to have this sort of interface. And as you swear people in, it's kind of interesting because it's not an official government ceremony, but we make it very official by bringing out one of our local judges and giving them a very specific oath of office to take. How important is it for them to really understand what that commitment's all about and how important that is to communities like West Bloomfield?
Well, anytime you take an oath, I do it so many times in the courtroom. When I swear people in, you're, making a promise, swearing to tell the truth, swearing to do your job under the rules of the position, whatever it is. In this particular case, they're all swearing to foster, a business environment, opportunities for each other, for their particular business, and for the community at large. So I agree with you. It's great to sort of bring government and business together, and this is one of those opportunities you can do it. It's fun.
It's important for them, too, to be advocates for our community, not just to make sure that they create a vibrant business for themselves, for their family, for their colleagues and their employees, but to make sure that they're building the community through that action.
Right, and they are. This particular chamber is very active. We're here every year. You are here, I am here, and it's been a long time that we've both been doing this, but they're really a tight-knit group, and we call it Greater West Bloomfield, but I believe it includes Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake businesses as well, and they support each other. It's nice to see, in court I see businesses sometimes arguing with each other or being the victim of a crime, an embezzlement or something like that, so it's really nice to see businesses here socializing, doing their best to just foster economic opportunities for everybody.
And getting to know the people of Greater West Bloomfield as well, all a very important task for them. Judge, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate
Bye.
it. We'll let you get back to it and get ready for the big moment coming up later on right here from West Bloomfield Parks Connect as we install our new Board of Officers for 2025 in the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. We'll have that for you live here on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. It's all part of our greater mission to bring public information to the community and keep people informed about what's going on in the Greater West Bloomfield area. And one of the people behind that is Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commissioner Deb Macon. Thank you so much for being here.
It is a pleasure to see you, Tyler. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm glad to be here. We're glad to be here as we are each and every year because it's important from the Cable Commission's perspective that we're providing this sort of programming that does engage the community with their local businesses. That's a really important element.
Absolutely. This is a great way for individuals who may not have met one another to be at the signature installation ceremony for the chamber.
It is, and beyond that, it gives you a chance, too, as a leader on the Cable Commission side, to interface with them, too, and see, what does our business community need from our local media to help them become more vibrant and the community along with them.
All right, so Tyler, you've been looking at my notebook because that's exactly why I come. There's not a single person who knows me who doesn't know that I'm going to ask them about their interest and their needs as it relates to our opportunity with the Cable Commission.
It's helpful, too, when we're able to get out in the community with technology being what it is today, engaging with that so that your local community television and radio station can be at the senior center or be at the football games or be at Michigan Week throughout the year and leverage that technology to bring people closer to their community.
Tyler, absolutely. We have so many who are interested in all of the creative opportunities to get their messages out, and that's what I carry when I attend community events such as this.
And you've been connected to so many different organizations all across the community. It's really important, too, because this allows people to connect with those organizations and see how the library and the police department and parks can all help each other and help grow our businesses.
And coming to a place such as this is perfect to make those networking connections. Everyone here is eager to reach out, share their story, and it's a wonderful opportunity to show how we're building community and serving in that role as a cable.
And we're helping along, too, each and every day, getting to know the people of Greater West Bloomfield, some of these businesses and organizations ourselves, right here on the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. You can find all of that information and more on the Cable Commission on civiccentertv.com. Deb, thank you so much.
And thank you, Tyler. Have a great day.
You as well. We'll let you get back to and talk with more people in the community. We want to talk about all these different organizations. The business community really connects with some of the tentpole organizations of the community, such as the West Bloomfield Township Public Library. And joining us now is one of their newest library board members, Jennifer Taylor-Boykins. Thank you so much.
Hi, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And how are you now? A new leadership capacity for you in 2025 on the library board. How's it been for you in the first few weeks?
It's been really great. I've enjoyed it so much. There's so many things to do, so much to know, and I just hope to help the community in ways to make the library a better place to be.
Much like West Bloomfield Parks and their very impressive Connect Senior Center, the West Bloomfield Library, both the main branch and the West West Acres branch. It's such an impressive organization and a consistent organization. I would think from the perspective of residents, they would wonder, well, how do you make that even better through the years? So what's that effort like from you on the leadership side?
Yeah, it's so good already, and many people frequent the libraries. Its numbers are out the window. They're increasing all the time. So in other words, to make it better, it would be tough. But there are some things that they are incorporating, such as looking into some AI. Artificial intelligence, as we know, is growing tremendously, and understanding how best to use it and how to get the most benefits out of it while remaining ethical in that space is really important. So unique things like that are going to be some of the different training modules that might be added to make the libraries even more welcoming and better.
You talk about training from the library's perspective for the staff, for all these different technologies that will be available at the library, but how does that also play in for the residents too? We know we're in an elder community. These technologies are going to keep changing at a rapid pace. So how is that being a focus of the library to keep the residents up to date with this ever-changing technology?
Well, I think that's the big thing, that these services are going to be offered to the community. So not just internal, but external, so that everybody gets a chance to tap in and to be made aware. Now, some people just might want just the awareness, not the hands-on, but I think eventually both will be available to the public as well in our community.
Yeah, gone are the days where the library is all about having your favorite books and being able to get in there, check out a book, do some research. There's so much that encapsulates the West Bloomfield Library. What do you wish people knew in the community about what's available through the library that maybe they aren't thinking about in 2025?
Well, I wish that they knew that the space is so welcoming. There's a quiet room, there's all kinds of private rooms for you to go in and to studies, have meetings, have conversations. There's a place where you can have food and eat and share and talk at the levels that you want to. The kids area has so much to do, so many things that you can check in and check out, so many play areas. There's just a wealth of things going on. There are book clubs that are going on. So you name it, it's there and it's available, and it's just so warm and welcoming that people will find a home there.
My favorite places in the community to go and just unwind for a little bit is over to the quiet room over there. They revamped that in 2024, a great resource still in 2025. Jennifer, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Have a great day.
You as well. Jennifer Taylor Boykins with us from the West Bloomfield Township Library Board. You can find more information on them on wblib.org, and of course by tuning in with us each and every day on the Splash Live right here on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. A lot to keep up to date with in Greater West Bloomfield, including over at West Bloomfield Town Hall. Joining us now is our clerk, Debbie Binder. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Even better now that we get to be joined by so many friendly people from our business community, from our leadership community. Now, what's a moment like this for you as one of our chief leaders in this community each and every year to have this opportunity to sort of start the year off strong from all different pillars of West Bloomfield?
I think it's really interesting. So many times we hear we're a bedroom community, even though I think we're the best bedroom community there is. But when you look and you see such a vibrant and flourishing chamber, and you realize what Suzanne has built, you realize that we may be a bedroom community, but we are a flourishing business community as well. So I think when I come here and I see the groups that are here, I am reminded of what a strong business community we are. And then I also look around and see all of our groups within our community that are reflected here in attendance, and I'm reminded that how much our community supports our businesses and our community at large. So it's encouraging to start the new year this way.
And we're looking at the future. This is what this is all about, future leadership that's coming up in 2025 in the Chamber of Commerce, but also the future in our business community and what's attracting people to West Bloomfield. So much has changed, really, even in the town center in recent years with the Apex Apartments going up there. That's a brand new attraction that's catching people's eyes. The Tesla dealership just opened up on Orchard Lake Road over by Crispelli's as well. And there's, our business community is changing, but it's becoming more interesting, I think, as the years go on to bring that variety to a township that, as you said, it's a bedroom community, but becoming ultimately, arguably the best in Oakland County.
Well, I think when we look at those new developments with the apartments that went on Orchard Lake, those were a result of a housing study that we invested in to see what the community needed. And we know for a sustainable West Bloomfield that we need to attract the next generation and get people to move back here. And that housing study clearly defined that one of the needs was multifamily and multi-unit developments. And some of our developers came forward and answered filling that need. And I think we know by the response to how they're leasing how much that was actually needed. So it definitely was pinpointed and the need was filled. So that's bringing that community feel downtown in a different lifestyle than we've had to offer before, and having the little outdoor pool and the little bit more edgy hipster kind of vibe to bring people in. So I think that when you look at the Tesla dealership and the architecture is really pretty, and the corridor is changing, and the focus on that corridor and the art that I know that some people call it the West Bloomfield French fries, but it is a really pretty the reeds, and to see what it represents with the natural landscape that we have in the community that very few communities can replicate. When you look at the lakes that we have painting our landscape, most communities don't have that. So that sculpture reflects our community, the focus on the natural, the vegetation and the boulevard, and it just gives it a different feel. And when you drive through West Bloomfield, you're there. And I think that all of those changes and the reflection of the needs being fulfilled by that housing study, it's brought us to the beginning of the next generation. We have a ways to go. We need to attract additional businesses, and I would like to see some more restaurants come to the community. But we are setting a stage that people are going to want to be here, and hopefully bring that next generation to create a long-term sustainable West Bloomfield.
Plenty more to come in the year ahead, and a lot more excitement. As Marvin's is moving into the Orchard Mall, we've got so much else that's coming in that corridor and beyond. Debbie, an exciting year ahead. Thank you so much.
I just have to tell you, Tyler, because I neglected and I meant to say something about Marvin's, but it's really an exciting addition to our downtown landscape. I don't know if you had a chance to watch the meeting, but so Ross got to speak, and I obviously didn't feel like I should speak, but I will speak now. That is something that I think will be a great draw to the community. I have 3 sons, as you know, and every one of them has been a diehard Marvin's fan. And to see Marvin's move down here, and Jeremy's investment, it's a huge investment in the community. I used to look at that and think, how do you move this? It'll be a job, but I'm grateful that he's willing to do it, and excited for his coming. Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum coming to West Bloomfield.
Well, Debbie, we thank you as always. Got to keep this moving along, as we're just a minute away or so from the board installation. We'll let you go and get back to talking to a few more people for the last couple of minutes as we bring in our host for today at Connect Senior Center, West Bloomfield Parks Executive Director Kelly Heyer. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Tyler.
Yeah, glad to be here with you. And this is really what this center is all about, bringing the community together, particularly for our seniors. But on a day like this, it's kind of everybody across Greater West Bloomfield.
That's right. We love having business owners in and the Chamber of Commerce, so we're happy to host.
Suzanne talked about it earlier on. Those senior resources are really important, especially today in West Bloomfield, and the business community plays a huge role in that.
It's a great group. We've been operating for over 10 years, we think, and it is based on, the success has been based on the business owners giving up their time and talent to come in and talk about a specific topic that relates to our senior citizens. So it is very successful. We always have a sellout crowd, and we can't wait to see what 2025 brings.
Sponsorship is obviously something very important that comes from our business community, but what else do they bring that is vital to your operation day in and day out and every single year?
Well, the expertise. I would say the caliber of expertise that we have in our local business owners and the topics that they're able to come in and talk to. And seniors have been able to build relationships with those business owners or people that are employed, obviously. And I think those connections, and they start to build those relationships, and they'll come back for more and more information. And really, the chamber, you have to be a part of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce to present at a senior resource group. But that part, once we're past that, we bring in and identify the different topics, and we theme it, we make it fun, and it's short and sweet. So it's three speakers per session. We host once a month. So if you haven't been to an SRG group, check it out, and you register through West Bloomfield Parks.
Before we let you go, I got to bring this up. You just talked to Jake Schaff about it on the Splash earlier on, but big changes coming in 2025 and beyond. Also, the Recreation Activity Center renovation will begin this year. Give us the update on that. Where is that at, and what are we looking at in terms of the timeline of that brand new facility, which will someday be the home for Connect?
Okay, short and sweet. We did put an RFP out for our architects, so we are selecting the architect, which is the big first step milestone, and the special commission meeting is set for February 5th, and at that time we'll be recommending the architect, and then once we get past that point, we'll hire the construction manager.
Plenty more big changes coming to Greater West Bloomfield, and one of the driving forces behind a lot of those changes are our West Bloomfield Parks, one of the biggest attractions across our community. Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we're just a moment away from the big show today, the board installation ceremony for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce coming up. We'll take a break and get to that after this. Live, local, social, it's the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
What people are watching in Kego Harbor. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiver.
A fresh start lets you refocus, helping you live in the moment. Where you can take the leap or take a bow, basking in the glitz and the glow of winter. Because when the snow begins to fall, you feel the excitement rise. Set your sights on a winter wonderland as Fresh finds new ways forward in pure Michigan.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. You're watching a production of Civic Center TV. Find our on-demand programming on civiccentertv.com and follow us at Civic Center TV on Twitter and Civic Center TV 15 on Facebook. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Keefe, welcoming you to West Bloomfield Parks Connect as we prepare for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce installation of board officers for 2025. We'll be welcoming new leaders to our chamber for the new year, and it all kicks off right now. Joining us to bring us the beginning of the program is our very own Kevin McIntosh.
And thank you all for being here. Welcome to the 2025 Chamber Installation Breakfast, which will be honoring the 2025 Chamber Board of Officers, as well as recognizing their commitment to fostering economic growth and strengthening the Greater West Bloomfield business community. I want to welcome you all here once again. I am Kevin McIntosh, representing Civic Center TV, West Bloomfield's municipal broadcast station, I should say. We are also on 89.3 Lakes FM. You will be able to watch this broadcast again on our website, civiccentertv.com. You can watch exclusive content from everything happening in Greater West Bloomfield, by the way. As we continue to get things started and moving forward, I want to welcome our very, very first guest, be Dr. Malhotra, Senior Vice President and Regional Chief Medical Officer for Henry Ford Health. Round of applause, please.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm very delighted to be here with you today as we welcome the new 2025 board for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. As Kevin mentioned, I am the Regional Chief Medical Officer for Henry Ford, but I also serve as Chief Medical Officer for Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, so that is very, very near and dear to my heart. I'm very excited to talk about a few of the things that have been going on at Henry Ford. 2024 was a truly remarkable year for our health system. Last summer, we began construction on the Henry Ford Health and Michigan State University Research Center in Detroit. A key focus of this research is going to be closing the gap in healthcare outcomes for people based on race, ethnicity, gender, and socioeconomic status, something that is desperately needed. In September, we broke ground on Destination Grand, which is our multi-billion-dollar investment in the city of Detroit to build the healthcare campus of the future. It's a place where people from down the street or across the globe can receive the very best care in the absolute best facility possible. And this is one that we've been cultivating for decades, and it's finally coming to fruition. It's been said that there's no great American city without a great world-class hospital, and this will be that hospital. In October, we expanded access and services in our community with the launch of our joint venture with Ascension, Michigan. We welcomed 17,000 new team members into the Henry Ford family and added 8 additional hospitals. And we are not slowing down. This week, we opened the doors of our new Henry Ford Behavioral Health Hospital on our West Bloomfield campus. This new hospital is designed to provide a warm, welcoming, and healing environment for individuals that are needing acute behavioral health services. This is a critical need for our communities, and we are very happy to lean into servicing this often marginalized group. The state-of-the-art 192-bed hospital was developed to address the growing need for accessible and evidence-based mental health care. It offers a full continuum of inpatient behavioral health services for adults, seniors, adolescents, and includes specialized treatments for acute symptoms of mood disorder, thought disorders, dual diagnosis with substance use disorders, with very flexible treatment spaces and enhanced family visitation accommodations, and located in an area that's really known for its quiet, natural beauty. The hospital offers a compassionate and healing-focused environment for patients and for staff alike. And then, finally, there is Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, the mainstay of our community, and I would dare say that if you haven't been to Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, you know somebody who has. Our hospital is committed to providing the safest care and the best outcomes for our patients in an environment that's unparalleled for promoting healing. We bring the highest levels of expertise in cancer care, heart and vascular, neurology, neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, among others, and you have this expertise close to home, which is really important to us. We're very deeply committed to our community, to support you and your family, and to bring the very best health care and wellness resources to your neighborhood, and I thank you all for your support and your trust in the care that we provide. I've had the privilege of serving on the West Bloomfield Chamber board for the past several years, and as I've taken on a broader role with the system, it's going to be time for me to step down and give another one of our leaders the opportunity to serve. And I'm very thrilled that my esteemed colleague, Dr. Monica Graywall, who is the Associate Chief Medical Officer at Henry Ford West Bloomfield, will be joining the board. Congratulations to Dr. Graywall and to the other new board members as they are installed today. Thank you for this opportunity to gather with you today. It's my honor to serve West Bloomfield Chamber and the community, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you again, Dr. Malhotra, Senior Vice President, Regional Chief Medical Officer for Henry Ford Health. Love to see great leaders and coming together, just seeing how things are working and we're all working together and the innovation that's happening right here in our community. Once again, I want to thank you all the business leaders, entrepreneurs, community stakeholders for coming together to celebrate achievements, share ideas, and also build these meaningful connections as well. As we continue with the program, I want to introduce Kelly Heyer, Executive Director for West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Kevin. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Connect. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces here. But for those of you who don't know some of our staff, I'd like to make some introductions. Megan Tahako in the back, our marketing manager. Heidi Russell, senior programmer. And I know Bernadette Hudgens is around here. And Jillian Gifford. There she is. A very special thank you to Suzanne, being the driving force behind the West Bloomfield Chamber. Where are you, Suzanne? Thank you for gathering us all here today. And thank you for the strong collaborative mindset we have to work together with the West Bloomfield Chamber. For many years, we've partnered on various events, ribbon cutting, and most importantly, highlighting our senior resource group. The SRG group connects our senior residents to businesses that offer services to our seniors. Through this partnership, we offer monthly talk times led by industry experts, as well as exciting day trips to new locations each season. Special thanks to Heidi Russell and Aylin Mendel for all their work organizing this robust group of professionals. It takes a lot to rally everyone and coordinate. Since Connect officially opens in August of 2023, we've grown to more than 700 members. Our community truly needed a gathering space for our seniors, a place where they can keep their minds sharp by learning new things, a place to come together to share a holiday meal, socialize, a place where they can improve their health and wellness and continue to age in place. Thank you to West Bloomfield voters. We are moving forward with building a permanent community center, which will be located on the Civic Center campus. So eventually, Connect, this location will be on the move once again. We plan to break ground on this project later this year and busy currently bidding out all the professional services. So I'm happy to report our architect will be selected in the next 2 weeks, and that is the first big milestone on this project. We are going to be building a state-of-the-art, sustainable community gathering place that our residents deserve, finally. We anticipate opening in 2027. If you aren't already working with us on an event or a program, please reach out to learn how we can help grow your business in West Bloomfield community. Last year, we worked with more than 70 businesses, and we're always looking to expand that list further. The more partnerships we have, the more programs and services we can offer this grand community. It truly is a win-win. So thank you for being here today. We're so happy to host, and thank you to the West Bloomfield board members and the incoming board members, because we couldn't do it without your volunteerism. And with that, we'll turn it back over to Kevin.
Once again, Kelly Heyer, Executive Director of West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation. Feeling so great today this morning, by the way. Want to continuously thank the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Continue to play a vital role in advocating for businesses in West Bloomfield, Sylvan Lake, Kego Harbor, and Orchard Lake as well, fostering collaboration and innovation. As we continuously move the program along, I have the honor of introducing Judge Diane D'Agostini, 48th District Court.
Good morning. Happy to be here. Really, it's always wonderful to be here. You're always so kind and welcoming, and I thought as I was driving in that, gee, the court, should be a part of the Chamber of Commerce, and it, dawned on me that most people do not actively want to come into our business. So we usually rely on invitations, and sometimes those are neglected, but you have my support. You absolutely have my support. Shout out to our new chief of police, who is here, Chief Young, in West Bloomfield, after Mike Patton retired after some 40 years of service. I'm sure all of you know that, but Chief Young is new to the role, but not new to the department. So we have an outstanding police agency in West Bloomfield. I have to say that because you do, and I see the police all the time in court. So you're very blessed to have such leadership. We also have a new supervisor, Supervisor Warshay. So. And we have our clerk, Debbie Binder, here as well. I don't know if anybody else is here, but I think it's really special when the business community collaborates with government when you can. You can't always do it, but when you can, I think it's very important that anyone that has a role in leadership in governing know what their business community is doing and be as supportive as they can. This is a special chamber. I say that, I'm not just saying it. I think that your chamber is very unique in your collaboration with each other and your multitude of events that you host all year long. To the current board, thank you so much for your service, fostering a business landscape in West Bloomfield, Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake. That's outstanding. That entire district is covered by our court, so I actually do have an opportunity to understand the businesses in those 4 communities. To the incoming members, good for you, congratulations, wanting to foster economic development with the present businesses, and let's get more, come aboard, I think your success is a reflection of Suzanne Levine. Thank you for your leadership. She has been asking me to come here, I don't know how many years, it might be 15, 20, and every year I see your chamber grow, but I also see the same faces. And when you see people coming back and new people coming on, that really is evidence of leadership and fostering growth and just community, your dedication to each other. I do want to say, Doctor, the current plans for Henry Ford, expanding and building the mental health unit that you will be having at Henry Ford, from my perspective in court, it cannot come soon enough to deal with all of the issues that I see, especially involving substance abuse and so forth. So I am very personally excited that this is coming to West Bloomfield, and I think it will just be such an asset to everyone in the local area, but beyond. I have to say, for Henry Ford to recognize this particular need and acting on it is outstanding, and I'm very, very happy about it. So I will now call up the present board. I will ask everyone on the board to come up, and then we will swear in the new members. So let me start off with Stacy Zotkovich, President of Care Patrol. Stacy has more energy than all of us combined, and I really wish she would come to court and teach us all how to maintain the energy level.
That would be interesting.
You make my day, Stacy. You really do. All right. We have Linda Charter from Melaleuca Independent Consultant. She's the Vice President. Kay Fawcett, the Treasurer, Block Advisors. Pam Sajak, Ambassador at Large. Pam Dover from Comcast. Oh, Pam's not here. I love seeing Pam every year. Please give her my best. Okay. Holly Francis from Connect Pay. That's good. That's good. Eric Glick from the Glick Law Firm.
He's not here.
Okay. Next, Shendy Hopkins from Flagstar Bank. It's okay. Alan Mendel, he's here, National Realty Center. Shane Pliska from the beautiful, exquisite Plantera. Nimesh Seth from Resurgence Physical Therapy. And Kelly Woodley from Orchard Mall. Now, our new members, Jennifer Boykins from Nothing But Education. Yeah, sure. Dr. Monica Graywall from Henry Ford. And Susan Jackson from Best Health Options. Okay. All right, so. Oh, I forgot to put the robe on. Listen, this robe has, you want to talk wear and tear, it is ripped. I'm getting a new one. Well, I'm getting a new one because it's so ripped, but it also tells me that 24 years into these rips. Yes, so. Okay, so I will, where do you want me to say it? Tyler,
That's right
you
about
tell
it.
me, right here?
Yep.
All right. All right. You're all going to retake the oath? Yes? Yes? Okay, so everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do as an officer or director.
I do as an officer or director.
Hereby swear or affirm.
Hereby swear or affirm.
That I will support the bylaws. And mission. Of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. I promise to be a responsible. Proactive. Advocate of business interests.
Advocate of business interests.
In the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce.
In the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce.
I pledge to uphold.
Our
goal. To help businesses grow and prosper.
To help businesses grow and prosper.
While improving the quality of life. In West Bloomfield. I will faithfully implement. The duties of my office. As a member. Of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. To the best of my ability. Throughout my term. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
I think we're all good. Yes. I will now hand it over to Suzanne Levine. Again, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you again, Judge Diane D'Agostini, 48th District Court as well. Thank you. Round of applause. By the way, hope everyone has taken advantage of the great breakfast back there. It looks like there's plenty remaining, so make sure you eat some breakfast. But just to let you know, this breakfast event in general is just to serve also as a platform to acknowledge the impact of local businesses and their contributions to the Greater West Bloomfield community. This event also sets the tone for the year ahead, unveiling initiatives and programs aimed at advancing the Chamber's mission of bringing businesses and community together. So just want to put that out there. Great positive energy and attitudes as we continue to move on with the program. We will get into more with Suzanne Levine, Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Suzanne.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Suzanne Levine. You're not. Lucky you. I love the quote from A Bug's Life. It's, first rule of leadership, everything is your fault. So if you spilled coffee today, if it was too cold, it's probably my fault somehow. Anyway, I need to take a brief moment to thank thank all of our sponsors and all the people here, and I'm sure if I forgot you, please forgive me. First of all, Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, thank you so much. They are our biggest sponsor and biggest employer of people in our area, and my family alone has supported this hospital for the past couple of years. Pretty soon we're going to have a wing there, so thank you. Celebrity Catering, Matt, you are the best. Thank you so much. He's like, everyone should take his card and use him for their events. He's amazing. Also, Civic Center TV, thank you. You do such an incredible job covering our community events. It's really important for our community to understand what's going on here, so thank you again. To the West Bloomfield Township Board, and I want to make sure that we acknowledge our new Township Supervisor, Jonathan. Why don't you stand up, Morshe? Stand up so everyone can see you. Thank you. Debbie Binder, our fabulous clerk. We have a collective mission to support our community, and I look forward to doing more for our business community in 2025. Judge D'Agostini, I love seeing you, especially when I'm behind the lectern, and I can control the outcome. So, no, seriously, though, you are fabulous. Thank you so much for, I don't have to arm twist or anything to get you to come here. It's great. Thank you again. We really appreciate your time. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge, and I want to make sure that our fabulous new police chief, Dale Young, and Deputy Chief Scott Monk, why don't you stand up so people can see you? Thank you for keeping our community safe. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to working with you. Not on the road, hopefully we're, And thanks to my chamber board, I'm so lucky. Yes, don't worry, I'm not going to forget Noah. He's in my notes. Thank you to my chamber board. Your support has been really unbelievable. Your leadership, I appreciate it. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention thank you to Congressional 20th District Representative Noah Ira. Please stand up. Thank you. And Noah was just instrumental in passing a very important hate crime bill, so thank you for trying to keep us safe. Also, I must acknowledge Alan Mindell, who is all the hard work he does for our senior resource group and talk times. Thank you so much. Our great partners, West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, Kelly, Heidi, all of your staff, thank you so much. Really. I love the work we do together. It's so important for our community when we all work together. Linda Charter for leading the Business Ambassadors and Wing Group. Kay Fawcett, our treasurer, for keeping me on the straight and narrow, making sure that everything's good in our chamber. Pam Zajac, you always do, she takes our minutes and she does our flyers. Really everyone, but I save the best for last. Stacy Zakovich, my friend and colleague and fearless leader. Your guidance, your boundless enthusiasm and inspiration, I have no doubt will ensure a really fabulous year for our chamber. I look forward to the strategic ideas that you and our chamber come up with to make sure that our community is vibrant, our chamber is vibrant, because that's what we're here for. Small businesses are the backbone of our country, so whatever we can do to make sure that they thrive. And on that note, just remember to be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you so much, and on that note, our new president, Stacy Zakovich.
Good morning, happy Friday. So, as you know, I love microphones and I love speaking, so I will try and get through this amazing speech that I have for you, and I really appreciate everyone being here. So it's an absolute privilege to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate the strength and potential of our incredible West Bloomfield Chamber and the community. I feel a deep sense of gratitude and excitement as I continue the journey as president of the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. This room is definitely filled with visionaries, innovators, and leaders who share common goals to make West Bloomfield not just a place to live and work, but a beacon of connection, opportunity, and progress. Did you hear that? That's what we are, and that's what makes us so special and so unique. As we embark on 2025 together, I am reminded that the legacy of those who brought before us had the vision and dedication, and it's still continuing to be strong. It has withstood the test of time, and their hard work has created a platform where dreams are not only imagined, but achieved. West Bloomfield is so much more than a collection of businesses and neighborhoods. It's a breathing, living tapestry of a masterpiece woven in the divine talents of ambitions and dreams to everyone who calls this community home. Each thread, no matter how small, plays a vital role in creating the vibrant fabrics that bind us together. Now, it's important to take the threads and continue to collaborate and do this important work. So let's focus and foster collaborations, ignite innovation, and embrace inclusivity. Thank you for being here today, for your dedication and believing in the power of what we can accomplish and united in the community. In 2025, I know we'll continue to push boundaries, to be original and innovative with new ideas and make our community even stronger. Don't you agree? Yes! All right. So let me begin by capturing a quote of essence, because I like my quotes because I think they have a lot of value to it. Not just my quotes, but even the quotes that Suzanne provided. Coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Henry Ford wrote that, and if you think about those three statements, it is so strong, so powerful, and that is so us in West Bloomfield. This quote beautifully highlights the journey of unity and collaboration, perfectly reflecting on the spirit of the Chamber and the community's shared goals. As I continue this role, I am inspired by the Chamber's past and extraordinary milestones that have shaped our path forward. Now, some of you may or may not know of all the things that we did in the past for 2024, and it's important that I highlight this not only for today, but moving forward. The Senior Resource Group, in partnership with the West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, has done an incredible job for bringing together businesses and supporting our senior community. Through this collaboration, they've created opportunities to provide seniors with essential resources and information they need to thrive in today's world. As you know, we're constantly changing, so we have to be the change with the change. The SRG continues to offer engaging educational talks, relevant updates, and even the chance to join exciting cultural field trips, and helping our seniors stay informed, connected, and inspired. And if you have not been on a field trip, let me tell you, my friends, you're missing out. They are fun, they are awesome, and these seniors are sassy and just will keep you on your toes. We recently hosted a multi-chamber networking event alongside with 5 other chambers, and it was a fantastic opportunity to strengthen the connection and foster a great sense of unity within each other. We teamed up with the Lakes Area Chamber for a fantastic golf outing. How many of you golf? Well, I'm not much of a golfer either, but I do like to have fun. But what I will tell you is, not only was it a huge success for West Bloomfield, we won the trophy. So yes, we did. We were really proud of that. So now we have the trophy in our possession. So I can't wait to see what next year holds. And in 2024, we launched an exciting pilot project. This is really cool. The Women's Pop-Up event, in partnership with the Great Lakes Women Council, hosted right here in our very own Orchard Mall. Thank you. And it was such a huge event that the businesses involved saw incredible success. So hopefully, if we have the opportunity to do it again this year, who knows? It'll be more successful. In the past year, we proudly successfully introduced the Wealth Group, which is Wellness and Health Professionals Group, and it has been a tremendous success. Meeting monthly, this group brings together businesses and healthcare organizations to foster the meaningful connections, and by working together, we've created a stronger network and benefited the community. And as you know, healthcare is not going anyway. We're all aging in great strength and great progress, so we're always going to need our great friends for healthcare. So if you don't know someone, you should be friends with someone in healthcare. Hey, I'm just speaking the truth. And getting ready for our Cup of Connections. These monthly networking events is all about building strong business-to-business relationships in a fun and engaging atmosphere. As Suzanne said, small businesses is what we're made up of, and that is really important, to support each other and be part of each other's lives and the businesses and help encourage. They've been a huge hit with the attendings and offering valuable opportunities to connect. If you have not been to one, you should probably take the time to at least check it out and maybe host one. Now the Women's Inspirational Network, has been another huge success. I'm telling you, gosh, we have all these huge successes within our chamber, and the speakers have been amazing. The attendance has been great. They've even been broadcast on Facebook Live, which has really brought a wider audience and more attention to our chamber. And for 2025, though, we are going to put a tiny bit of a pause on it and bring back the big Business Innovative Generator, because our businesses are just so important to our chamber and community. We need to really see how we can tap into that. And trust me, you won't want to miss it, and I'm thrilled to lead this initiative. So I will be calling and contacting you, and you're welcome. Our first one will be in March, so stay tuned for more details to come. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of your faces there. And of course, in June, we hosted our, again, I don't know how we keep topping every year, the health fair, and it would not have been possible without the amazing partnership of the West Bloomfield Township and the West Bloomfield Parks and Rec. Their support played a pivotal role in making this one of the most successful events, where the attendance, again, surpassed the numbers from the previous year. But wait, there's more. The Leadership Luncheon. How many of you have been to the Leadership Luncheon? Yeah, well, if you haven't been this year, you definitely need to make sure to attend. It will knock your socks off every year, every time, and you never know what they're going to say. And the speakers are definitely outstanding, and it's always a success and usually sold out. And giving back to the community, because this is what we are, this is what we represent, is the Not So White Elephant Holiday Party. Was amazing. I had to actually miss that one, which I was really sad, but Amsterdam called my name, and you don't miss out on all these opportunities. And so we were proud to support the Henry Ford Sandcastle Grief Charity. How cool. It was a small little community organization, and they do such important work in our community. And for those of you who have young people in your companies, we have something that we are doing called the Young Pen, which is a young entrepreneurial network group. And if you can't make it, please send someone who is young to kind of get involved with the community, the chamber, and just kind of broaden their horizons to bring good information and also do networking for your company. And of course, Civic Center TV, we love you. We don't know what we would do without you and your partnership with the chamber. And you've been able to bring all of our events to life and featuring them on TV and posting them on YouTube for a wider audience. Just so many things. So thank you very much. We appreciate everything that you're doing for us. Yeah, Dave Scott, thank you. You've always been a supporter. And to Kevin McIntosh for emceeing today. You're doing a fine job, my friend, and I'm glad to have you part of the team. We've done some interviews as well, and I have to remember to stop talking and allow him to ask questions. And again, our mission is straightforward: to support local businesses. And we have to remember, great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together by Vincent van Gogh. The quote highlights the power of collective effort, making the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce more focused and growing to strengthen the community. Again, thank you to Linda Charter, Kay Fawcett, Pam Zajac. I mean, you guys are just rocking it, and all of our other board members. Thank you, Judge D. Augustini, for swearing us in today. That's always one of my favorites. And of course, Suzanne. Now, I know that you all are like, oh, wow, Suzanne, but you guys, she's the heart and soul of this chamber, and the connections that she has is just outstanding. The executive director of our chamber will never be the same without you in it. And so those whose leadership is truly driving force behind this chamber, she is incredible, and she makes everyone feel welcome and supported. New members and visitors quickly notice her expertise and genuine warmth within the connections that she makes to everybody within the community. Suzanne is a highly respected figure, both personally and professionally. Her efforts and strengthens our chambers and our ties to the township and the broader community have been invaluable. She plays a key role in guiding our programs and are central to supporting and advancing both our members and the community. Let's give her and everyone else a round of applause, please. Super important. And Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, thank you for all your continued support, love, and cherishing our chamber. We support you. I love being part of the board there. It's just, there's nothing like it. And I can tell you that they really care about the community, the people that come there, and they value and they hear what you have to say. Thank you to Celebrity Catering, Civic Center TV, West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, Connect, Judge DiAgostini from the 48th District, Noah Arbit, again, thank you for being here. Jonathan, congratulations. We're excited to work with you and be quite involved with you. Debbie Binder, Deb Beacon, I've known you for a while too, so good to see you as well. And gosh, just so many beautiful, amazing, powerful, strong faces here. And as they say, but wait, there's more. I'm almost done, I swear. Do we need to get up and do some calisthenics to make sure we're all awake? I can arrange that. All right, so I just want to say over the past 2 decades, I have been within the community, worked within the community, and I've seen a lot of growth and a lot of things change, and it keeps getting better and better. The support from this West Bloomfield area is just truly not like anything else. And I love being part of the community, not only with Care Patrol of Oakland County, but the hospital and, you know, the medical field. So in closing, I would like to say the best way to protect the future is to create it, by Abraham Lincoln. As we move forward to create this new chapter, let's create a filled future with opportunity and growth. Together, let our courage remain steadfast and a resolve unshakable sense of community than we've ever had before. So with all my gratitude and appreciation, I truly thank you. So thank you so much. And I'd like to hand it back over to Kevin. Nobody fell asleep, did ya?
Thank you, Stacy. Round of applause again for Stacy. Very hard to match that energy of a motivational speaker, right? Well, once again, we want to thank everyone for joining us this morning in the celebration of the installation of the 2025 West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce Board of Officers. Today's event is a testament to the incredible collaboration and dedication of our local business leaders, community partners, and residents. Together, we are building a stronger, more vibrant Greater West Bloomfield. Let's take the inspiration from today and continue to support one another, grow our businesses, and make a lasting impact in our community. We definitely look forward to an exciting year ahead. And thank you all for coming out. Once again, thank you. And for our TV audience, we want to appreciate you for viewing. We have more in the program, and we will be back right after this break. Thank you.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better, check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
what people are watching in Kego Harbor. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
I'm Gina Gregory, president of the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. I'm excited that Civic Center TV has reached 1 million views on YouTube. Congratulations. That's just terrific. We appreciate everything Civic Center does for the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society and the community. For us, they promote and highlight our events. It's awesome to have them available 24/7 on YouTube. I'm Gina Gregory and proud to be one in a million.
You're watching a production of Civic Center TV. Find our on-demand programming on civiccentertv.com and follow us at Civic Center TV on Twitter and Civic Center TV 15 on Facebook. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Welcome back, live, local, social. It's the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. We are live today from West Bloomfield Parks Connect for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's 2025 installation of board officers. The ceremony now complete as we continue on talking to leaders in our business community. A lot of action of late at the Orchard Mall. Kelly Woodley is with me. Thank you so much.
Hi, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, and I would assume the same for you and over at the Orchard Mall. There's a lot going on there, a lot of big changes coming this year.
A lot. We are feeling marvelous this week.
That's for sure. After Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, they went to the Zoning Board of Appeals. That's a big hurdle to get over for those that aren't familiar in the Greater West Bloomfield area. So, now, what was that moment like for you? We talked to Jeremy Yagoda earlier on in the week, but for you, being a leader at the mall, to be able to get over that hump and ultimately have this big attraction coming in later on this year.
Oh, we're so excited. I mean, we understand that ordinances are in place for a reason, and they're to make everything great in the community. But this one just was a couple little hurdles to get over, but now we're going to have this wonderful business in our community, and all of our other businesses are just thrilled to have them join us.
Matter of 20 feet and a couple of doors. What are you going to do? CivicCenterTV.com is where that meeting is at, the Tuesday Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. It's also an exciting time beyond that at the mall, too. Goldfish Swim School is celebrating 2 years now at the Orchard Mall. Planet Fitness is thriving over there. You know, how do you keep a mall like that thriving in 2025 when you see so many other malls that are really struggling across the country?
You know, I think it just is a nod to the business owners that we have there. They're all working so hard all of the time, and they're reaching out and connecting with the community, connecting with each other, and we just have a really great group, and we're grateful to have them, and we're lucky to have them, and I think they all just work so well together that it's working really well, and we're excited. We're excited for 25 and more exciting things to come.
And then how does the chamber factor into that, the collaboration that you have somewhere like this today and other events throughout the year to keep that business community within your mall connected to the greater community outside?
At the risk of aging myself, Tyler, I think I've now been on this board for 16 years, and I think it's truly been an asset. Suzanne Levine has been an asset to this whole entire community, and the other board members are just so energetic and have wonderful things going on and really work together, and I think it's really strengthened all of us.
We thank you for your time today, and congratulations again on Marvin's and so much else that's going on at the Orchard Mall.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Kelly Woodley from the Orchard Mall with us live at West Bloomfield Parks Connect on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. We'll bring in another one of our leaders in our community, and another exciting week for him as well. Noah Arbit, our state representative. You can step just a little bit closer to me. An exciting week for you now as you've gotten your hate crime bill across the finish line. Governor Whitmer signing it earlier on this week.
That's right. Yeah, it's a really, really tremendous, just accomplishment, and I feel, I kept my promise and did what I set out to do for the people of West Bloomfield, Commerce, and the Lakes. So it's really exciting.
And in a time of a lot of change, politically, both in the state of Michigan and across the country, what was it like for you to then be able to take a bill that was presented by a Democrat to a Democratic majority in 2024 and ultimately get it to pass in 2025?
Well, it passed last year. The governor just signed it this year. So, but I look forward to working, with both, members of my colleagues, both sides of the aisle. Right here, why I'm here today at the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber installation is because I care a lot about our small businesses here in Greater West Bloomfield, and I want to do everything that I can to empower them and to make sure that both workers and workplaces are successful, have certainty, and can be the engines needs that we know they are for economic growth here in Michigan.
What steps do you take and what steps does the business community ultimately take throughout the year to continue that interface beyond something like this that gets you out in the public, to keep talking to you about the issues that are affecting them so that when you go out to Lansing, you can take care of those issues at the statewide level?
Yeah, well, I hear a lot from our small business owners and from our employers and employees in my district inbox, right? People message me and, constituents, about what bills that they'd like to see moved and what bills they would like to see not moved. And so I have a very robust sense of, I think, what the community here is expecting from me as their representative. And listen, I have a really great relationship with Suzanne and the rest of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, and I'm hoping to do some small business roundtables and hear from people about, we've got some new policies that are going to, strongly impact small businesses here in Michigan, particularly the Earned Sick Time Act, ESTA, which we're hoping to make some changes to sort of blunt the impact to small businesses. That those bills came up in the State House yesterday, and so just looking forward to a continued robust dialogue between myself and small business owners here in Greater West Bloomfield.
Important for the businesses and the residents alike from across our community. Noah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tyler.
Appreciate it. Representative Noah Arbit from the 20th District with us live at West Bloomfield Parks Connect. We've been so happy to be with you today for the special edition of the Splash Live as we welcome new businesses to the community and new leaders to our business community alongside the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. They have so much more going on all throughout the year. WestBloomfieldChamber.com is the place to go for that. And of course, stay tuned with us right here on the Splash Live. For our entire team, Kevin McIntosh and myself on camera, and behind the scenes, Ryan Younglove, Dave Scott, Jake Schaff, and Calvin Brown, thank you so much for tuning in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.